No.
Now?
No.
Woo woo! Yeah! It's Blue Train Cocktail Night! Every Sunday night. Are you ready? So, shouts out. I'm doing this one for my stepfather, Ed. So, he was a train fanatic. He loves riding trains, so I got a special cocktail for you, Ed. Here we go. We're going to, and it's fitting, right? It's the Blue Train, and we're going into the Blue Monkey Quarantina. Come on. Only business is monkey business. I know that there's, just come on. It's a Sunday. Good Lord. We've been out drinking since Friday. So we had that going for us. Now, first, ignore this. I'll explain. But here we are. So, the Blue Train. All right. What is the Blue Train? We're going back. 1886. La Train Bleu. That's French. In case you're trying to get your knowledge on tonight. Yeah, La Train Bleu. Started running in 1886. So this is a luxury express train, night train. Ran from Calais down to Paris, and then from Paris all the way to Cannes, French Riviera. So this was it. This was like high-end falutin. This wasn't like just something that ran for a while. So this was after the Oriental Express, and this thing ran all the way until 2003. So this was the thing. So fancy. The reason they called it the Blue Train, in case I have to translate, Le Train Bleu for you, it's the Blue Train. The reason they called it that is the sleeping cars on the train were painted in a very dark blue color, very elegant, whatever. Anyway, here's where it gets fun. Here's where the drink comes from. Now, 1930, all right, so we fast forwarded. We have Wolf Barnato. Now, Wolf Barnato is he's this cocky race car driver. Aren't they all, right? I mean, really? Anyway, so he's this cocky race car driver, part of the Bentley Boys race car club. By the way, if you're wondering who Wolf Barnato is, his father, before he had died, had sold off a bunch of diamond mines, later to become the De Beers diamond mines. So this is where Wolf comes from. So he's got a little money. That's why he called him a playboy. And anyway, he's drinking one night, so obviously a good guy. And he tells people that he can beat the Blue Train from Cannes, from the French Riviera, all the way to Calais. It never is. Come on. So he's got his Bentley, and he makes the race. It's 750 miles. And this becomes a thing in the 30s. They call them the Blue Train races. Well, he is one of the guys who actually pulled it off. 750 miles. He beats the train by 20 minutes. Basically, it takes him, 14 hours. And average speed of the race, 38 miles an hour. Yeah, it's a wallop of a race. I mean, it's hairpin turns. But anyway, he wins. Well, anyway, this is where we kind of get the Blue Train drink. So, enter Harry Craddock. Harry Craddock, remember him? Wrote a cookbook. It's over here. Don't worry about it. I'll just tell you right now. It's down here, 1930, the Savoy cocktail book. Oh, point again. Here it is, right here. So, 1930. So, Harry Craddock, if you remember, he was American. When Prohibition hit, literally, his claim to fame, among other things, is that he says he poured the last drink in America when Prohibition hit, and then literally the next day he was off in England. Became the bartender at the Savoy, and anyway, he starts making all these drinks, puts out a cocktail book. Don't we all? Come on. By the way, available in about 3 to 4 weeks. Get ready. It's a beauty. Anyway, Harry Craddock writes this cocktail book. He actually puts in a a couple drinks devoted to the Blue Train. The first one's called the Blue Train Special. By the way, these drinks get confused all the time. All of you are like, I've never heard of either one. Well, that's great. You won't get them confused. The Blue Train Special was in his cocktail book. And what's interesting about it, not blue. It's pineapple, brandy, and champagne. Delicious little beverage, but not blue. Now, the Blue Train, not the Blue Train Special, the Blue Train is actually the drink we're going to make tonight. It is blue. And it's got gin in it, not this much. And then it's also got a little bit of lemon, a little bit of carousel. And so here's what's interesting about it. The original drink back in 1930 called for blue vegetable extract. That's how he made it blue. Paul, I don't understand. What blue vegetables are out there? Now, we're not doing it tonight, folks, because I love you. But there's two general ways you can do it. One is actually, there's a flower. Well, here's what it's called. It's called butterfly pea tea. What is butterfly pea tea? So it's very expensive, first of all. And the problem is it's so expensive because trying to get these butterflies to pee in those little containers and get the lids on it, it's just ridiculous. They can't do it. They're little wings and they don't pee in there. It's not butterfly pea. Butterfly pea is the name of a flower and it's blue. And they take that, boil it, make a tea out of it, and then you add it to drink. That's one way to color. That's not how it's done though. Another way you can do this if you want to try it at home, and I was going to do it, but you would have been grossed out. You can take red cabbage, boil it. It will turn the water completely red. It's red cabbage, folks. But then if you add baking soda to it, it's chemistry. Thank you, chemistry. And it turns it blue, and you can add that. And that's a vegetable blue extract that you can use. Don't worry, folks. We're going blue carousel. That's the star of the show. That's what we're going to do. Now, blue carousel. Just let's get this out of the way because I haven't used it. Nor do I really want to, but we have to tonight, and it's not a bad drink. It gets a bad rap because
it's blue.
It's blue, folks.
It looks like a bad hangover.
And here's the other thing. Not only is it blue, it's cheap. Like, if you want to get high shelf bottle, it's like $8. I mean, where does it come from? So, carousel, in general, comes from carousel. And how it's made is, so the Spanish, when they visited the island, they brought oranges to the island. They're not native to carousel. And they planted them and thought this would be great. The problem is oranges don't grow on a tropical island like carousel. It's basically a bit of a desert. And the oranges are horrid. They were bitter. They tasted horrible. Thank you, Christopher Columbus. Now what do? Well, eventually what they figured out in 1896 is that they took the peels off of the orange and dried them. Then they could actually make carousel. And that's how this is made. They take all the peels, they dry them out, and they steep them. It's like making tea with alcohol. Wouldn't that be delicious? So they take a bunch of dried orange peels, put them in a vat with boiling alcohol, steep them, and then boom, you have carousel. It's an orange-flavored liqueur. Oddly enough, orange carousel is clear. Then in 1920, hard to believe, 1920, they decided it'd be fun to make them different colors. Red, yellow, green, blue, and blue stuck. So there are lots of different colors of carousel. Blue stuck, it was a tropical thing, whatever. The tiki drinks, there's a lot of tiki drinks that use blue carousel. Don't worry, we'll probably make one. And what really, really drove this home, 1960. Elvis Presley, baby. Yeah, baby. He did it. Blue Hawaii, the movie, had the Blue Hawaii cocktail, and it used blue carousel. That's what took it over the top. Boom! That's your history lesson tonight. Let's make the drink. Now, folks, I told you it takes gin. First of all, let's get these coupe glasses with some ice in it. I've talked for, I don't know, at least 8 minutes. Get those chilled over here. You could use any one of these gins unless your friends come over to your house on a Friday night and empty them. They're all empty. You know who you are. So I can't use any of these. So we went out and bought a new bottle of gin today. We're going to go with the Karakin Local Gin Aura. I picked the Aura Local Gin because it is, it's got an orange base to it. It still has juniper, but it's got an orange, and this whole drink is kind of built on that citrus. So, anyway, 2 ounces per. There's 1. And there's 2. Now, now here's where the recipe gets a little weird. I told you already, there's the Blue Train Special, pineapple, brandy, blah, blah, blah. It's not blue, don't use it. The original recipe, Harry Craddock, when he did it, he talked about triple sec. So, and then he talked about blue extract. So the problem is now these recipes have switched over to a carousel, but they're still a little bit. So a good recipe will have both in. You'll see some that will only have this, they'll have a splash. You want a little bit of both. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with triple sec. Again, I always like to use Grand Marnier. 3/4 of an ounce per, so that's 1.5 ounces total. So this is one for me and Shelby. Then the next thing I'm going to do is this lovely, delicious blue carousel, which Shelby's completely scared of already. Here's the thing. I mean, to smell it, other than as, I think you described it as a stomach ache.
It smells like a bad hangover.
It does. It smells like a hangover. It's a delicious hangover, though. It's tropical. I mean, you can smell the orange. It's delicious. 1/2 ounce per, so 1 ounce total. For God's sakes, don't get it on your fingers. It'll stain. It'll look like you cleaned out a toilet. And then we're also coming in with some orange bitters. See, this is the old recipe. Then lemons. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go with about 3/4 per. So that's going to be basically 2 whole lemons total. Fresh squeezed. Remember, putting kids through college right now, folks. By the way, I may or may not have gotten my hands on a few of these. So just be ready. We got some fun stuff coming up. I know you're gonna love it. I love it, and Shelby loves it. Shelby, do you love it?
I love it.
She loves it. So it'll be fun.
Can I move this?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Just
see around that
on your hands.
tidy
All right.
bowl.
So there's our lemon. Last thing, which is also from the island of Curacao, Emergency. They had all those oranges. They didn't know what to do with them. They're bitter. They're horrible, but they're packed with vitamin C. So they sold them all off to Emergency. Emergency, proudly supporting Curaçao's Island of Oranges and not sponsoring our show. Give that a little sprinkle. And last thing we got to do is shake it without breaking it. Shake it and don't break it, baby. Here we go. So, oh yeah, look at that. That is just Listerine blue. Listerine? No. What am I?
Tidy bowl blue.
Thank you. Tidy Bowl Blue is what we have going on here.
Thank you, Nicole Wiedemann.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, when you've been drinking since Friday, it's hard to keep up sometimes. Give it a good shake. You want it nice and cold. Break it. Boom. Oh. It smells delicious. Take your ice. Get rid of it. You don't need any more. Oh, what is this doing here? Party break. And then we're going straight in to some nice coupe glasses. Oh yeah, it's a bougie drink, folks. Oh yeah! Look at that.
My stomach hurts.
Your stomach's going to be fine. Then you're going to... Oh, well, don't do that. Then the other thing we're going to do is give it a nice little,
It does smell good.
right? See, right of the carousel, and I'll be honest.
I think I smell the lemons.
Yeah, that could be it. I've been afraid to get it, but give it a little, oh, you see it? And then drop that old lemon right there. One more for somebody else. Shelby, you get this one. Little twist. Folks, there it is. It's no blue Hawaii,
It's pretty color.
but it is a blue train. Folks, it's a brilliant blue. Could have done it with beet juice.
No.
Red cabbage. Sorry, red cabbage. I was thinking of my other vegetable fail that I had that Shelby hated.
It wasn't a fail. It was a successful cocktail. It just wasn't my top 10.
All right. Smells delicious. Oh, it's great. So lemon hits you so fresh with the juice. Got a great, it's a tropical feel of a drink. Gin is good. I mean, that is a delicious drink. Folks, right there it is. That is a quarantine Blue Train cocktail. Not a Blue Train special. Blue Train. Now, I got to give you a little more background about tonight, folks. So here's why we did it. So I did this for Ed, my stepdad. Man loved trains. Model trains, rode on trains. I remember trips. And ironically, when I thought about a drink that I wanted to do for Ed, the first thing that came to mind was actually not trains, but it was Alaska. And it was Alaska because he loved to travel. He and my mom, that was a big trip. Rode a train in Alaska. Ironically, I've already done Alaska. Here's the fun part. Harry Craddock, who we just talked about tonight, put this in his book. Harry Craddock is the one who created the Alaska cocktail. Boom! So 1, travel. 2, Alaska trains, travel. Got it? Third one, there is a little bit of sadness in our hearts, and that's why we went with blue. First of all, in our family, I did this because I wanted to pay tribute to Ed, who passed away just a couple days ago. So, already miss Ed. So sorry for my mom. They've been married 40 years, and we all kind of pitched in tonight. Matter of fact, I told Chloe what we were doing tonight, and I said I need a t-shirt. So Chloe, God bless her, made the One Track Mind t-shirt specially for tonight. Well done, Chloe. And so we got trains, we got travel, we have a little sadness with blue. By the way, Greek mythology, why is blue associated to sadness? Well, actually blue is associated with rain. Everybody knows that when you're a kid, right? Blue crayon, raindrops, duh. But it's Greek mythology. Zeus, the god, when he got angry, he would actually make storms over the world. But when he was sad, he would make it rain. And that is why blue is associated with sadness. So, as sad as we are, a toast to Ed, to my mom. Love you both.
Chink.
Cheers. This one's to you for all your travels and for your last travel, Ed. Miss you. Love you. Mom, I'm so sorry. And to everyone, love you. And to that, we say goodnight. Love everybody. Enjoy your moments, people. Enjoy your moments. They're gone too quickly. Love you. Cheers.